Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This is Eisenherz, and as some of you might know, I'm a high school teacher by profession. Teaching others about the things I'm passionate about and helping others learn is such a big part of my life that it was actually the driving force behind me writing extensive cEDH primers, starting this YouTube channel, and of course coaching other players on their cEDH journey. There is this saying that you only really understand something well if you're able to break it down to its fundamentals and explain it to someone else. The educational content I produce on this channel is in a way a reflection of that. Usually I try to make educational videos on the things I'm interested in, want to understand better, or see other players do wrong repeatedly. And while I'm definitely not the best player myself, I'd consider my skills and knowledge on the format as well as my skills as a teacher advanced enough to teach and coach others on cEDH. However, just as with my job as a teacher, I'm trying to keep learning, keep improving, and of course professionalizing my work. So I reached out to some other reputable coaches and some coachees to gather information on their cEDH coaching. The goal of this video is to give you guys a quick overview on what makes a good cEDH coach, what coaching in cEDH looks like, and what could be expected of you as a coachee, so that you can make a more informed decision on whether or not coaching is something you should spend your money on and who you should contact for coaching. So without further ado, let's start with the first question. What makes a good cEDH coach? Well, from talking to other cEDH coaches and coachees, I've deduced these key traits of a good cEDH coach. Knowledge and expertise. A coach obviously has to know what they're talking about, but theory is one thing and actual hands-on experience is another. So make sure to find someone who knows cEDH and also puts their knowledge to practice. Preparation and dedication. A coach needs to prepare for coaching sessions. Of course, the level of preparation needed depends on the coaching session. But if your coach doesn't have resources and tools ready, doesn't know what deck you play, or doesn't take notes on the coaching sessions for the future, that's just sloppy work. Find someone who takes your time and your money seriously. Flexibility and adaptability. A teacher needs to adapt their teaching approach and content to their students. It doesn't make any sense to overwhelm an absolute beginner with the intricacies of tournaments or advanced matters of game theory. But it also doesn't make any sense to go over common deck archetypes with an experienced tournament player. A good coach asks their coachee what they are looking to improve on, and if the coach notices a gap in their coachee's knowledge, they can address that. So it is important to find the balance of what does my coachee want and what does my coachee need to get there. Next up, let's look at what fields are most commonly covered in cEDH coaching. Fundamental format knowledge. What defines cEDH as a format, what decks you play, what makes a good card in cEDH, etc. etc. Deck list reviews and brewing. Looking at a deck list together, comparing it to deck lists that have performed well, reviewing specific card choices, and analyzing the pros and cons of specific cards to find a deck list that the coachee understands and can work with. Mulligans and piloting. Analyzing pot compositions, the game plan, and what hands to keep in order to make that game plan reality. This also includes play patterns and sequencing, so that you learn to avoid common misplays and generate the most value on each of your turns. Game theory in multiplayer free-for-all. MTG is a complex game, and cEDH is its most complex format, because at any point, any player is both your opponent as well as your accomplice. This can lead to different scenarios where people will try to leverage their position against each other. I covered this in multiple videos before, but it's important to know how to detect these situations and how to turn them in your favor. Tracking games for continuous feedback and feedback loops. Data is what makes your advice valid and reliable. Tracking critical information during your games and analyzing the numbers to optimize your deck list and your piloting is key to steadily improving on both. Backing advice on data in addition to your experience is a key factor to professionalized coaching. Tournament specificities. How do I behave in a tournament? What can I expect from my opponents? Why are there so many IDs in the Swiss rounds? How do I prepare for the tournament day? Etc. etc. A cEDH tournament is very different from your regular pickup games with your group of friends. This initial advice can help you ease stress, understand your opponent's game actions, and of course get a better tournament result overall. Gameplay reviews or playing against each other. Straightforward, analyzing games or playing against each other in order to get more feedback and improve on overall decision making and piloting. So now that you know what to expect from coaching sessions, let's look at what you might need to do as a coachee. Obviously, you need to be open to input and changes. It makes no sense to start coaching if you think you know it all better and don't want to change up anything anyway. Tracking your games for database adaptations to deck lists and piloting. Like I mentioned before, data is important, but that data has to come from somewhere, so that's strictly on you as a coachee. As a coachee, you also need to be honest to your coach. If you want to improve and get the most out of every coaching session, you can't fake data. You need to be giving honest feedback, and you must be communicating your needs to your coach. Finally, you need to be patient. Don't expect any miracles, but focus on improving step by step. Sometimes there will be a setback, like a worse tournament result than before, but those are the situations where you can learn the most. Keep grinding, keep adapting, and be open to learn so that over time your skills can develop and your win rate will improve. And that's it. A quick overview on coaching in cEDH. If you are interested in being coached, make sure to check out the description box. I will link Twitter profiles of reputable coaches like Memo the Coach, Freedom Waffles, Wounded Satellite, and of course myself, so you can find a coach you trust. We all do our best to share our knowledge and experience with those of you that want to bring the game to the next level. If you want to support me even more, make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, hop over to my Discord server, and please consider becoming a patron. Thank you for watching my videos. This is Eisenherz and auf Wiedersehen.